the most popular powder in the world is a TGIC polyester. And the reason it's so popular is you can use it in an interior, but it's made for exterior. So if you're looking at a rail fence or a really nice painted gate at a gated community, you would want to use a TGIC powder because it's going to give you much, much light, just like an acrylic paint for a car would give you. There are powder coatings now that are, they're very expensive, but they will last. They are AMA approved, and they will last 30 years with no problem. So TGIC polyesters are the most popular powder that is made. Europe wants to back down on the isocyanate that is in the TGIC. That's what the I stands for, and we call it a TGIC-free polyester. Again, it is an exterior powder. There is an acrylic. The problem with acrylics, the good news is acrylics last forever. The bad news about an acrylic powder is it will contaminate any other powder. So people that use acrylics, that's what they use, just acrylics. And that is like if you go out and buy a charcoal grill, and it's, 2 feet square, 8 inches deep, more than likely if it's powder coated, it's powder coated with acrylic because it can stand the heat. Then there are hybrids. This is a blend of an epoxy and a polyester. If you have a powder coated desk in your office, that's hybrid powder. That's what the metal office furniture industry uses. And then there are epoxies. Now, there are many epoxies. Epoxies are only for interior. If you put it outside within 30 days, it will chalk and start to lose its shine and its color. It is used a lot. It's called fusion applied epoxies. And if you look at, as you're driving down the road and you look at a fire hydrant, that fire hydrant is coated inside with fusion epoxy. And the reason that is that you can build that up to 20 or 30 mils thick. But again, it never sees sunshine because it's inside. Also, epoxies are very resistant to chemicals. And so batteries, a battery tray that batteries are going to set in would call for an epoxy powder. There are high temperature powders now. Many of you are probably familiar with Traeger. That's a very popular pellet grill. There's many of those. I only use Traeger because that's the one my wife has. But that is coated with a high temperature paint that can withstand up to 1600 degrees. There again, if you're painting high temperature powder, that's all you can paint because it will contaminate all the other chemistries of powder.